eh?
How do you spell midget? Is it M-I-D-G?
It's
Little
M-I-D-G-E-T.
person. Buff little person. Here we go. Because
Buff little person. That's the word.
oh shit, that motherfucker looks like he would kick my ass.
Okay, 11,
Fuck.
10, 9, okay.
Never mind. Fuck that, dude. We're gonna try to go easy on you, dude.
Please? Pretty please? I've never been in like a real fight.
Alright.
Pretty please?
Hello, Internet, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, you, the people. Welcome to the Game Bane Podcast. I'm your host, Aaron. I've got some silly bullshit shenanigans for you today. Before we get started, let's get to some business here. First off, I've got people with me. Very good people, very important people. Let's start with the non-person dog, Max. Hello, Max. How you doing?
Woof.
Keeping it real. We also have Ryan with us today. Ryan, what's up, buddy?
Can confirm I am indeed here, and I indeed exist.
He
Jesus.
thinks, therefore he is.
Yes.
I think that's how that goes.
It's very philosophical. Yes.
Yep. And then, of course,
Yeah.
with us this week. Were you here last week, Aaron? I don't remember if you were here last week.
No, I was out last week.
Okay, I could have sworn someone was out, and I figured it was you, but I wasn't 100% sure. My memory is
What
kinda
did we
fuzzy
do
these
last
days.
Wow, I guess I'm that memorable, huh?
No, my memory is just absolute shit right now.
Yeah, your bird lady is here, and I have a bird sleeping on my shoulder at the moment.
Aww.
So
Our resident druid, Aaron, with an E.
So, as the title of the podcast suggests, we are not getting political this week, or today, at all.
Oh man, I actually
we got
wore my
a little
suit
political
this time.
last week, and that was
Oh,
okay.
I'm glad I missed that.
That was okay. 'Cause we got a little of the grievances out. Well, Aaron, that was our last week corporate cockblock where we slapped the cock around on Trump. So
Oh,
No,
I'm
we slapped.
really sad I missed that. Shit.
No, it was kind of like we all took our dicks out and just slapped Trump across the face with it. It was mildly disgusting, but also kind of entertaining, to be
I
honest.
feel if we had more fans, this would prompt many horrible fan arts.
Oh, I'm sure.
Anyway, so we're staying with the political sphere today. There's stuff we could talk about, but I've been doing some digging. I've been doing some reading. Been listening to some various sources on both sides of the fence here, and so rather than jump into this complicated political melee, whatever you want to call it, this chaotic mess of bullshit going on, I'm just gonna stay out of it. I think it's best this podcast remain fun, entertaining, and not in any way not fun and not entertaining.
I second this.
So,
We need a break from awfulness.
From both sides, because
Aaron,
Agreed.
Aaron, we're gonna be talking about the Razzies in here pretty soon. Just you wait.
Oh no.
Can I say one depressing thing? Just one thing.
Only if it's just one depressing thing.
Ooh, but it's kind of like a clause. It's more like a phrase.
Oh yeah?
Almost.
What's that?
Starving African children. Okay, let's do this.
Okay.
Wish.
So,
Wow.
this week we'll be playing more Lawn War. So before I get too far, last week I played the first encounter. I restarted my game because I wanted to redo all of the soldiers.
Oh, no.
Well, I wanted to remake them because I hadn't redone it in a while, and I felt like some of them could be updated, and I wanted to make sure they all had like a set pattern or set build to them. So I went back and I deleted everything, started from scratch. So let me show the audience here real quick before I get too far. Bring up XCOM. What's this? Got a Skype thing here. Fuck.
Shit.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it better?
Yeah.
It's so far.
I don't.
It was happening while you were talking like a while, and it just started like glitching. We were just like, oh no.
I hate Skype to so many reasons.
Balls to the wall, Aaron. Just balls to the wall, dude.
All right. So anyway, let me show people in the stream the character pool real quick. So basically, I've got the main cast of characters from the podcast. Anyone who's been on the podcast in this iteration is on it. from myself all the way down to Angel and so forth. Going further down, though, you'll see people from the old version of the podcast. We've got Evan, we've got Michael, Sean, Russell. Basically, anyone from either the current E-Vac Station or E-Vac Station Classic is on this list, including Deadpool, Phantom Cora, Nick Cage, but that's just because I need to fill space up here. I'm going to get more characters on this list soon, but this is what I have for now, and I'll be adding... I'm trying to get 100 characters, because Lawn War is going to kill probably 50 characters or more. So we're going to have fun with this.
Oh, Lord Hammers.
I know. So before we get too far, though, I wanted to get that out there. And then with that, I think it's time for a weekly checkup. And remember, everybody, DollarShaveClub.com/evac station for cheap razors sent to your door for just a few bucks a month or every other month, depending on how you want to set it up. Remember, DollarShaveClub.com/evac station. Who'd like to go first?
Max?
Nose?
I have
Nose
a
goes?
nose. Does that mean
I am
go?
constantly holding my nose.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
my.
Well, if no one's volunteering, I could go first. Which is the first.
No, God damn it, tradition.
Tradition? Okay.
Oh,
Do the thing.
fuck. Do the thing?
Do the thing.
What thing, Ryan? I can
the
do a
thing.
lot of things. I'm a dog. I sniff my own ass and lick my balls all day, dude. What the fuck do you want me to do?
That sounds like
Do
the life right
fucking
there.
weekly update thing.
Oh, that thing.
That thing.
Okay. So I had class this week, and college classes are fun.
Are they really
Until-
fun?
No. Hell no. Fuck no. I'm joking. That's sarcasm because my English teacher from high school is in there, and she's like, "Hi, did you do your homework?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did." And then I come in the next day, and she's like, "Why didn't you do your homework?" I'm like, Forgot.
What's a homework?
and then I got new glasses. And
I
they look
bet
pretty
you missed your old glasses.
No, I don't. Fuck those things. They cheated on me several times with different people.
Hashtag Simpsons reference.
Um,
Alright, let's see who my squad is real quick before I get confused.
I got some
here.
new clothes today, and now I look fly as shit, dude. I'm proud of myself. I'm moving up in
That's
the
very
world.
good. That's very good. I'm proud of you.
It's button-down shirts and like
Ooh.
bow ties and normal ties, and it was pretty classy, dude.
Get 'em. I see you.
And then I'm signing up for Kung Fu next week.
Aren't you already doing...
Wait, I thought you were
aren't
doing taekwondo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, aren't you already doing something?
I'm not. I haven't been for a long time because the local taekwondo place is shit.
Oh no.
Well,
And-
Max, you're in Bumblefuck, Illinois. Of course.
Well, this is like a nationwide thing for martial arts. Like, and I could go into a whole conversation about why the American martial arts system's flawed, but nobody wants to hear about that. Just know
I'm
that
not
it is
opposed to
flawed.
hearing about it, but...
Max, nobody really wants to hear anything you say, yet you talk anyway.
Fuck!
Oh my
Ah!
God.
Ooh! Ah!
That has to
Boy,
burn
I'm sorry,
a little
the
bit.
mood. The mood that I'm in, I apologize.
Man! Fuck! Ah!
That was pretty savage. I applaud that.
And
It
then-
was from the hip. I'm sorry.
And then finally, I watched the first two Rush Hours this week, and never realized how racist the actual first two Rush Hours are.
Well, I
You
mean,
haven't
it's
seen Rush
it's Chris
I
Tucker
did.
and Jackie Chan, man.
I did when I was like 8, so I didn't like remember details.
Shit's hilarious.
But then I watched it. I'm like, this shit is actually funny. What the fuck? And then now I love Rush Hour. Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan are like, I ship it.
They're the original bromance. They're not the original bromance,
I
but
was
they're
gonna say,
a
this is
classic.
probably
bromance.
more original.
They are-
They're good.
They are a classic bromance.
Oh, I got my loot crate this week. It was all
Oh,
about
yeah,
Unity. I got some Sword Art Online socks with Kirito on it.
Yay.
An exclusive manga. Let's see, I didn't even pick it up to be honest. Log Horizon. Wow. I got a
I've heard
t-shirt,
of Log Horizon.
and then I got a ReZero rotating picture frame.
So Max, I'm curious here. I know with Dollar Shave Club, when you get into that, you have the ability to set up your own link and make a sponsor kind of link for people to click on. And you get kind of money for it. Is there a thing like that for Loot Crate? Like, can we get like a sponsorship from them? You think?
I have no fucking idea. I just know that I love Loot Crate, dude.
Don't
His loot and
advertise for if we can't get money for it. Now, calm down. Calm down.
let me go look up if we could get sponsorship because that's pretty much my weekly checkup unless I remember something.
I do jest. If you want to talk about it, go ahead, but we should probably get money for it still.
Now, time for a whole thesis of why martial arts is flawed in the U.S.
So, Aaron, how are you doing?
Which Aaron? That's a very
Any
opening
Aaron!
question.
Aaron or Aaron.
A particular Aaron. That is not Max. Just say something.
Miss Aaron, would you like to go first and go over your extra week, or would you want me to go first?
Sure.
Jesus.
Okay.
Honestly, nothing really has been going on aside from work and the usual. I am currently in a nasty bout of depression due to life, but working through it. I'm actually going to travel to Wisconsin this upcoming weekend to go visit family, so that's good. And Aladdin is adjusting to the new house, and he is currently asleep on my shoulder, just chilling. Orion is like, "Why are you not letting me out there?" But they seem fine together, but Aladdin has nipped Orion's foot a couple of times, and Orion is displeased. So we have to work with that.
Most displeased.
Yeah. So won't get into political stuff. Has been part of the problem with the depression, and just I don't know, just life. But yeah, I've been playing both Pokemon Go and Pokemon Duel a lot because that is about the only thing that makes me happy at the moment, except for playing with the birds, of course, and trying to get my writing spirit back, but depression kind of murders that. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's about all that's going on, really. Nothing special to report.
All right, thanks for answering my question, Max. I'm gonna look into that a bit more. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? I can't remember. Did I wasn't on after the Women's March, was I?
Was that the week before last week?
It was the Saturday before last Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah. I went to the Women's March.
I know.
I went to the Women's March, and it was amazing and awesome. And I have my sign still, and yeah, it was fantastic. There were 26,000 of us. It was really, really cool, really empowering. And then shit hit the fan, so that's what started the depression train. I did get to try Zombie Burger for the first time, though.
Oh, when you were
We
here
did
in
end up
town?
stopping there. Yeah. We ended up stopping there. My other friend who lives there, invited us out, so we went to Zombie Burger. They built them in Iowa City too, which is pretty
I
awesome.
was gonna say, how come you haven't gone to the one in Iowa City yet?
I didn't realize there was a big one in Iowa City. I knew there was one in the mall, but I kind of just forgot, I guess. But
That's
definitely gonna go back. I tried the one with the brie on it. It was really, really good.
I remember that one. The one I usually go for. So I guess we should probably explain what we're talking about real quick. So,
Yeah.
So there's a local establishment here in the Des Moines area, Des Moines, Iowa, for those who are unclear of geography.
Oh, thank God. I thought it was in Florida.
Well, there's actually Des Moines, California, believe it or not.
You're kidding. Really?
It's either Des Moines or Iowa City, California. It's one of the two. Either way.
I think it would be more likely Des Moines.
Yeah.
I do think there's an Iowa City somewhere else, though.
I think there is too, which is really funny.
There's fucking Paris, Kentucky, which, by the way, is
There's
the bane
Paris,
of my existence.
Texas, too.
Yeah, but Paris, Kentucky is is literally a shithole because they try to act French.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Anyway,
it's a tourist trap.
There's a local establishment here in the Des Moines area, which is branched out to other areas. It's called Zombie Burger, and we're not doing any product placement for them either. But basically, the concept is it's got a zombie theme to it. They've got zombies on the walls. They've got decorations everywhere. Back when it first opened, they even had a menu that was kind of designed like a newspaper article explaining that the zombie apocalypse had happened. You can find all your menu items on there, as well as some really cool, like, fun little stories and shit. It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Um,
They also have bars on the windows and things like that, which makes
That's a
it
really cool concept.
feel even more surreal.
oh,
And they have a couple
we haven't gotten to
zombies
we haven't
in
gotten to
this
the menu yet. Just calm down.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
But the menu has some really interesting items on there. So they have all of them named after different like zombie movie references or game references. So I believe there's one called the T virus, which has like a mushroom on it. There's Planet Terror, which has I don't remember what's on that one. But the one I usually get is a reference to Shaun of the Dead. It's called "We're Coming to Get You, Barbara," and basically it is a burger with grilled cheese on top and bottom for buns. Yeah, it's pretty much the most artery-clogging burger they possibly have, I think.
Oh, you mean a fatty patty?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They
also have a burger that has fried macaroni and cheese as the bun.
Jesus.
Which is
my.
my friend got that. I'm actually curious to see if they have like a special Iowa City one since they have Des Moines in Des Moines.
What?
But the owner who started the restaurant, he's a local businessman here who actually has opened several different kinds of restaurants here. This is just his big famous one because it came out at the exact right time when zombies were popular, and so everyone's just really into it. And honestly, it's really good.
Yeah.
The first time I went there was when I came back from Iowa City from college to visit, and I met my grandparents there. Because they said, hey, we want to take you out to lunch while you're here in town. Where do you want to go? And when they asked me that, my mom said, you should have them take you to Zombie Burger, this new place. I'm like, are you sure they'd take me there? Like, they said, go anywhere. Tell them that. And I'm like, okay, sure. The day we go there is also the day of the zombie walk. So it was fucking crowded everywhere that day. It took us maybe an hour before we could actually sit down and another half an hour just to eat food. But it was actually really good. So if you're ever in the Des Moines area...
They actually season the patty.
Man, they're really good.
You know what's also a very good concept?
What's that?
Cat cafes.
Yes.
What the hell?
Yes.
You know what, Max? Thank you for reminding me. She'll kill me if I don't remember what I said I was going to do. So
yeah, that's definitely a plug that we should do.
So yes, dude, I want to visit. Me and my mom both want to visit when it's open.
I would like to, except I would die.
Chris can't go because Chris would also die.
Mask. It'll be fine. All right, so I completely spaced on it because I was so busy getting set up. I forgot to add a graphic for it and everything. I will remember for next week, so I apologize. We have another second sponsor for the podcast, and that is an up-and-coming new business called the Mystic Meow Cat Cafe. Now, they're not open yet. They're still in the works of getting everything going, but a Kickstarter should be coming here hopefully within the next month, and I'm helping kind of get all that set up on the technical side of things, video editing.
Support it!
Hey, Aaron, can I have a summer job, dude?
Hey, you have to ask her, not me.
Yo, dude, I'll put in my fucking application, dude. I like cats.
If she needs any additional writers or anything, let me know. I know she has you, obviously, but I'd be happy to help out too.
What?
Me and my friends could probably also make her a commercial, if need be.
So I should probably explain what it is we're talking about, everybody. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're just sitting here like hyping with our dicks in our hands, like, hey, this is gonna be pretty good.
My lovely girlfriend Amanda is trying to start her own business. She's been doing the research for a good while now, and is moving into, I'm gonna call it phase. She's been in the pre-production phase. She's moving into phase 1 of production. It sounds like, which is getting funding, and starting to as the plans come more into fruition. But basically, she's opening a cat cafe. For those who don't know what that is a cafe where you go to get drinks, sometimes food. That's a debatable thing at the moment, so hold off on that. But you can also hang out with cats. And the idea behind her particular establishment she wants to do is to partner with local animal rescue leagues and other various adoption centers to have their cats be featured in this structure, this establishment. And then people can get their coffee there, hang out with the cats, and if they like them, they can even adopt them on site. So that's kind of the gear she's trying to go for. And,
isn't it like the first in Iowa or like the first in Des Moines?
Yes, there is not one in Iowa yet, but they have similar facilities out in Colorado for sure. I think Minnesota has one. I know there's a few more along the East Coast, but I don't remember which states. If she were here, she'd probably give me the full rundown. But they have locations everywhere, but it's not in every state, obviously. But this would be the first one here. I want to say there might be one in the Chicago area, but I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know. I cannot confirm that there is a cat cafe, but
there probably is.
Chicago is so huge. I would be fairly surprised if there wasn't at this point.
Aaron?
Yeah?
Do you think she'd be cool if I messaged her to see if she needs help with anything? Just with working with the nonprofit that I'm with, I've learned a few things, so maybe I could. I don't know.
If you have any advice you'd love to give her, I think she would be more than happy to hear you out. I know she's been doing a lot of research, so she probably has some
I don't
idea,
doubt that.
But if you want to reach out to her and say, hey, I heard you're doing this, you want me to give you some pointers of what I know, I'm sure she'd be happy to hear from you.
Awesome. Well, good luck to her. Congrats, too.
That's so awesome.
So I will do a better job next time remembering to bring that up with the other sponsors we have.
Good job, Max, remembering that.
Max, dog, you are the dog, man, dog.
Well, I have like I'm the biggest fucking weeb known to mankind. Of course, I'm going to remember a cat cafe.
So with that, I suppose, where do we leave off? Aaron, were you finishing your weekly checkup?
Oh, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
Ryan, how would you like to go next?
I am in a period of great change. To
put it lightly.
I have a lot of things going on. Some really, really negative, but some really, really positive. I am doing really well at my job. I actually just had a conversation with my supervisor today about being moved to a permanent position. In which case, he couldn't offer me an exact timeline, but he definitely loved that I was taking the initiative, and it really showed him that I really want to be a part of the company. So kudos for that. Also, I'm just doing pretty damn awesome at the job, and I'm fitting into the culture well. So I feel very secure where I am currently. At the same time, I am also looking for other positions that A, would be an actual permanent position and not temporary, and B, would make more money. So I can be really, really choosy with those at the moment because I'm so fucking secure where I am. I'm really, really happy about that.
Good.
So that's awesome. I'm getting ready to move into a new apartment in a few months, possibly sooner, depending on how things play out where I am currently. But yeah, a lot of change, but a lot of upheaval, but really good things on the horizon. Yeah, really good things. So yeah, that's that.
I guess that just leaves me.
Damn, I can be eloquent when I want to.
I guess I'm trying to figure out where I want to start. So I guess I'll start with the simple, basic stuff and work my way up. So to start off with, I saw Resident Evil Monday.
How was that?
So I will not lie. I have seen only bits and pieces of the previous movies, but it's something that she wanted to go see, and I had a inkling to go, past interest to go see it, so I figured why not. It was a mostly free date because we had coupons, or not coupons, but passes to this local pizza, not local, but a new establishment here, Blaze Pizza. They had like these free passes they were handing out, basically saying, hey, come and get a pizza for free. And so we both had one, so we both used those. And then they also had free desserts at the theater we were going to because management had changed, so they gave out an email saying, hey, if you're a member of this, you get a free dessert. So we basically had free food all night. It was great. So we're going to go see that. Movie was pretty fun overall. There was a few things I was like confused on, but part of me is like, if I had seen the rest of the movies, I probably wouldn't be as confused as I am right now. So it sounds like we're going to be marathoning those this weekend, which should be entertaining. Speaking of which, we've also been marathoning the Markiplier Plays Resident Evil 7 videos because I don't have the game yet. and she's really
Motherfucker,
getting
get the
into
game.
it. But the game looks really good, so we're both really enjoying what's going on. Like, we're trying to solve the mystery along with it, and it's a lot of fun.
Motherfucker, buy the game. It's a good
I
game.
really want to get it. It looks so good.
It is good, dude.
Let me go to my list here because I know there's something else I wrote down that I can't remember now. What else have I done? Oh, speaking of Amanda, I also helped her brother and dad move on Sunday. Was it Sunday? Yeah, it was Sunday. So they had some issues where they had to leave their apartment. Not going to get into the details. So we kind of stepped in and helped out. And overall, it wasn't a bad experience. They didn't have too much stuff to carry. I did kind of have a good laugh, though, when I mentioned that we're both probably moving here over the summer. And her brother's like, yeah, no, whatever you need. I'll help you out. You guys saved us here. We'll help you out whenever it happens. So, I felt pretty good hearing that. So, and speaking of family, time to get on to the fun part of my weekly checkup.
Hey! Hey!
So I try not to air dirty laundry on the podcast, but that being said,
yes, because that's a horrible, horrible thing to do.
It is. That being said, one, this individual will not probably listen to this podcast because I don't think she likes me. If she does listen to the podcast and I'm incorrect with my assumptions, I would love to hear her out on this one. That being said, I've told Max and Aaron a little about this off podcast, but because of how repeated this has become, I thought I'd bring it up here to get everyone's opinion on it because, yeah. So,
Well, first of all, you should have said somebody instead of her. You should have been more vague about this, dude.
I probably should have been a little more vague, but whatever. Because I'm going to get a little detailed. So someone in my family is married to somebody. And this person that this person's married to has been, for lack of a better term, vague booking, which is a term I think actually does exist, but basically for those who aren't familiar, it's when you go on Facebook and you say something, not mentioning names, but you're throwing shade at someone without directly throwing shade at them. And over the course of the past, I want to say 4 months, I have seen various vague bookings from this individual. I can't name them all off the top of my head, but I know a lot of them are referencing to something like... So, I'm trying to think of how I want to write it. So basically, Amanda and I go over to my parents' place about once a week, if that, to do laundry, hang out with people, mingle with the family. That's what we like doing. I want her to get to know them and all that stuff.
Good man.
So this guy, the person, my family member, and this wife of his, we see them there fairly often as well. Now, the vague booking posts I've seen only seem to come up whenever all 4 of us are there. That I've noticed. And most of the posts I've seen are usually within the last hour that Amanda and I are there before we leave. And the text usually reads something to the lines of, oh my god, this is so annoying as fuck, or something like that. Now, reading back on these, you can construe that this has nothing to do with us. But said individual has friended and unfriended Amanda twice now, and we're trying to figure out what the provocation for that is.
Wow.
She's being ridiculous.
Furthermore,
being a cunt.
Wow. Throwing shade already, Max. I haven't even gotten to the end of it yet.
No, dude, I'm going to be throwing shade because, honestly, if you have something to say, right?
Oh, no.
Say it to their face. Like Ryan, for instance. Fuck you. See, is that easy?
Well, fuck you too.
I like how Max is being super direct with that.
You know what? I appreciate directness. I do.
Yeah, directness is good, my man.
What was I gonna say? So, anyway, so continuing on though, so recently, this is after the second post where, or this is after the second unfriending. Basically, what happened this past week. So, I posted recently that I had been frustrated with my internet company because they were not communicating with me well about my account changing, and they didn't inform me that I had bills stacking up that had not been paid because I couldn't see the bills that I needed to pay.
Right.
So that's not very good.
Yeah, so I was basically saying this company was very disappointing with their service and their quality. This individual then spoke up on Facebook, again, not mentioning any names, going into details about why people shouldn't be getting super pissy at internet companies and why why such a complaint would be considered stupid. And
wait. Hold on. Hold the fucking phone.
I'm not
Is
done,
she
Max.
really? No. I have to bitch about this. I don't think you understand that there is a
goofy, though.
Okay,
It's
wait a
pretty
second.
obvious, right?
Hold the fucking phone. Wait a goddamn this bitch about to get roasted.
Oh, no, Max,
School.
Max. I have to finish, because it gets
Can
better.
I roast her after,
It gets
please?
better. It gets better.
It goes on.
It does. So, me being someone who has a podcast that runs a section called Corporate Cockblock, I couldn't just let that sit down. So I went on to Facebook and I made a comment on her post. I know she was talking about me specifically, but she wasn't addressing me directly. So I decided I would just address her back, but I would be civil and polite about it. I responded saying that my issue is not with the customer service individuals. They're doing what they're told to do. My issue was the fact that the corporate structure of Mediacom, CenturyLink, and other local cable companies like that are, well, shitty. They're basically monopolizing the business and make it hard for anyone to really have good internet around here at a reasonable price for good service. And so I was very civil about my response here. The response I received was my post got deleted, and then she deleted the main post, making it seem like nothing ever happened.
Nice. Vague booking at its finest.
Don't you just love it?
Yeah, that was a thing.
Can I roast her now? Can I roast the bitch now?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into any more post details, because there's other things I could bring up, but that's the most recent one. That's the one that kind of got my attention. So.
No, but come on, motherfucker. Okay, you're really bitching about somebody complaining. Why do you give a shit if they don't like the service they got? Why? What makes you, as a person, like, I didn't have a very good service at. But no, I just can't handle
Max,
it.
Let me give a little backstory here. Again, I'm trying not to give any identifiers out, but said individual has ties with this company previously. Not necessarily. Said individual does not necessarily.
She actually worked for the company?
At one point, yes.
Ooh, juicy.
I don't know the details as to why the employee.
So did she think? Did she think that you were calling her out then?
No, I would hope not, because I wasn't complaining about individuals. I was complaining about the service I was receiving currently. So.
Hang on. Okay, it's okay. You okay?
Okay, so. I just can't comprehend it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a little befuddling, isn't it?
Yeah, dude, that's
why?
fucking goofy.
And, like, here's the thing. I don't want to start a war. I don't want to get in any arguments. I just want to get an answer as to what the issue is. Because, personally, if this individual's not like me, that's perfectly fine. I don't care if you hate me. I do a lot of dumb shit that could get me hated pretty easily. That being said, though, I know that Amanda's also been pulled into this, and I really don't feel like she should when she really hasn't said or done anything in the short amount of time she's known any of us to get on anyone's, bad side like that. So
Agreed. And if she has an issue, she needs to address it, not vague book and be rude.
Like, to me, it's childish, and I just want a straight answer, face to face. No,
You're right,
no
it is really
escalation, no
childish.
fighting. Just explain to me what the issue is. If it's something that I can't fix, perfectly valid. I won't even try. If it's something that I can fix, it's something we can talk about, discuss. I'm more than happy to open a very civil dialogue. Just be like, hey, let's air this out. Let's chat. Let's talk. Let's do something. So.
Yeah, but some people aren't mature like that, and they prefer to, vague book or write rude messages that everybody can see.
So, my retaliation, because I'm not trying to escalate, but I am trying to make this individual aware that I am aware of what they're doing. basically, whenever I see one of these vague book posts up, all I've been doing is going to the reaction buttons and just putting a little laughy face on it every time.
You know, it's just
Jesus Christ, Aaron.
it amazes me personally.
It's subtle, Ryan. It's subtle.
as a
It's very subtle. It's very good.
as a real person, this is not me being satirical like I usually am, right? As a real person, I just do not get why anyone would vague book to begin with. It just doesn't make sense. If you have a problem with somebody, you talk about that problem with them. You don't just unless you know that you're being a little bitch about it. And then I guess I can see why you would vague book, because then you know that you're just being a cunt. I don't like people.
I get you.
Do you all see why I don't like humanity and I've lost all hope?
Yeah, no, I'm joining you, Max. I'm on my way.
Thank you, my man.
But that's the bulk of it. And again, I do apologize for, doing something like a call out on this person, but I just want answers. That's all I want. And I'm pretty sure this individual's not listening to this podcast, so I feel like the audience, or at least the small group of people who I am communicating with, can give me some kind of feedback as to how they would handle it, what they would do. And I'm glad you guys were able to kind of help me out with that a little bit.
Well, I mean, if she is watching this, fuck you. You're a cunt.
Wow.
Whoa, Max.
So Max, does that speak on behalf of me trying to keep this?
No, I speak on my own behalf. Thank you very much. It's just that I like being direct with my insults. Because
don't we know?
We're very painfully aware.
Yes, Max, we are painfully aware of how direct you can be.
Well, I don't see a point in being indirect, and subtlety and indirect are two very separate things, right?
Yeah.
If you are just I think he's a little bitch, and then I go over to Miss Aaron over here. I'm talking about Ryan.
Aww.
I like his example is just to throw shade at Ryan, basically.
It's nice to have haters and fans. It's cool.
Is it nice if it's just Max?
I'm just joking. He knows I'm joking.
Yes, I know you're joking.
He says that and Ryan's crying on the inside.
See, but when you're... Vague booking is the worst type of insult because it's not even creative. If it was a true roast, then at least there would be a little bit of respect for it. Also,
yeah.
So
podcast?
So podcast.
Podcast shit. I'm playing Killing Floor.
So I think that is all for the weekly checkups. I don't think I have any more. If I do, and Amanda, you're listening, please do respond and let me know by texting me, hey, you forgot this. I'm pretty sure I'll get a text in 5 minutes where she says, no, you didn't forget anything. By the way, shut the fuck up. I'm kind of hoping I get that last part because I think it'd be kind of hilarious. Anyway, so with that in mind, let's go on to the news.
The news?
The news!
News.
Yep, so starting off with some news, we have, what is it? Movie news. Ryan, you have movie news for me, don't you? He's typing something. Give him a minute here.
Yes, but probably... Actually, you should probably do this one.
Okay, so I'm going to pause real quick so I can read it.
I'll chime in. You do it.
So basically, everybody, we're all big fans of the superhero movies that are coming out. The Marvels, the Marvels. There is one set of movies that have been, for lack of a better word, underperforming. And I'm not going to name any names.
Whatever do you mean?
Are you not mentioning names because we will potentially get sued?
No, I'm not mentioning names because I don't want to start a flame war. Every time I bring up a specific movie from last year, I have been getting into all sorts of arguments online where people are like, no, you're wrong, this movie is good and this is why. And I'm like, but this movie's a dumpster fire, it's horrible.
Wait, can we speak the name, because I'm playing Killing Floor right now, so I can't actually see the news article.
Well, I don't have that up anyway. But the movie in question from last year is Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. Every time I say that this movie's bad, or post an article saying, "Hey, this article's talking about why the DC universe is having issues," I get a random comment actually from someone I've never heard of, not a mutual friend or anything. He just saw the post, looked at it, and he said to me in a comment, "You shouldn't believe what every critic says. You should have your own opinion." And I'm like, I do.
Wow.
And these movies are a dumpster fire. Which I'm like, I don't get it. Why? Why would you go out of your way to post on someone who never even saw this guy? It was weird. So the recent article that came out, or not recent, recent article, sorry. So as we all know, there's other movies in the works with the DC movies. Coming out this year, we have Justice League and Wonder Woman, only one of which I have any optimism for. Coming soon after that, we will have movies like The Flash, which still needs a director, and apparently so does the new Batman movie. Originally slated, Batman was to direct the upcoming The Batman film, but Ben Affleck has since stepped down. And let me bring up the article so I can see if there was actually a reason listed, because I don't remember if there was. Crap, where's my lists? There we go. According to Flixist.com, the quote from Affleck says as follows: "There are certain characters who hold a special place in the hearts of millions. Performing this role demands focus, passion, and the very best performance I can give. It has become clear that I cannot do both jobs to the level they require. Together with the studio, I've decided to find a partner in a director who will collaborate with me on this massive film. I am still in this, and we are making it, but we are currently looking for a director. I remain extremely committed to this project and look forward to bringing this to life for fans around the world." So,
I agree with it. It's okay.
I
like that. I like that he's taken. I like that he's taking the role seriously enough to not try and do both and try to do one thing extremely well. I think that's a very responsible decision for him.
It is, but it does kind of raise a bit of a red flag almost, because other films in the DC universe are having issues. I actually was reading another article that stated Wonder Woman is having some test viewing issues. It's not testing well, I guess is the way to put it. The Flash still has not have a director yet. In fact, they've been switching directors almost as quick as he changes underwear, which is still pretty damn fast for The Flash. And of course, there are other movies that have not been nailed down yet either. So one has to wonder, is the DC universe already unraveling at the seams, or are things just going to be messy until they can nail stuff down? Thoughts? What do you guys think?
DC's fucked.
Max didn't waste any time on that one.
Very true. Very true. No, DC is thoroughly fucked.
And here's the problem. For those who are going to complain, because I know there's people out there who already type it in their Twitters that are not maybe not now at us, but eventually, there are people who are going to be upset saying, "Hey, fuck you, DC movies are great, Marvel sucks." Hear me out.
I actually see it already.
Hear me out already.
Some fat neckbeard just typing away.
I know, right? Hear me out here, guys. Hear me out here. I don't want DC movies to fail. I don't want there to be bad Batman movies or bad Superman movies or bad any movies. I want all movies to be good. Ideally, that's I think what we all want.
Why would we want bad entertainment? Okay, why would we want bad entertainment that we're not going to enjoy just because it's bad entertainment?
Exactly. If it's a bad Nick Cage movie, that's fine. We expect fun, bad Nick Cage movies. But when it comes to Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, all of these great characters,
we have a certain expectation of it to be.
We want it to be a certain level. And we love these characters and the worlds they come from. The last thing we want is to lose any sense of joy from these because you make a bad film. We suffered for that at the end of Batman and Robin. We suffered for that almost after Spider-Man 3 and going into the other Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
We don't want any more bad movies. We want to see more good stuff happen. And I don't know. I think it's really weird when people defend this movie and say that we're being horrible to it. It's like, we're not being horrible to it. We're being horrible to a bad film, and we want this to be... We had potential to be good. Batman and Superman's first appearance together on film should have been the most important thing in comic book movie history. And
very true.
And when I look at it, it seems like such a down note. It seems like such a cliff note, such a moment that's a black eye in the DC film history, going all the way back to the old Superman movies. I'm not saying Suicide Squad's any better. I'm just saying that this is the one that
I actually enjoyed Suicide Squad.
I still need to see that.
Suicide Squad had its moments. I don't think it's great, but it's...
I could talk for a while about Suicide Squad, because...
Bring it up, Ryan. Bring it up. Come on, bring it up.
Well, okay, so in a nutshell, Suicide Squad was a bad movie. But it was a bad movie with a lot of really, really good things in it. Like hidden gems, diamonds in the rough. I mean, Will Smith's portrayal of Deadshot, fantastic. The guy who played El Diablo and his story, fucking great. And Margot Robbie literally ran away with the fucking movie with her portrayal of Harley Quinn. I mean, Harley Quinn is the biggest reason why I watched it and why I would watch it again and again, because
That's what I hear. That she was the reason for
No, she killed it. She killed it. And they kept doing flashbacks so that you got crazy Harley, but then you also got flashbacks of Dr. Harleen Quinzel as she was falling more and more in love with the Joker. And the character work that she did with those two views, I fucking love it. It was a terrible movie, but it had so many amazing things hidden in it, which is why I'm really excited for the Birds of Prey movie. That's supposed to be.
I wanted to see that so badly.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's not Birds of Prey. It's Gotham City Sirens. It'll be a movie that focuses on the badass women of Gotham City, both heroes and villains, and it's really fucking cool.
What sucks, though, is that with how poorly this movie performed and with how bad it could get further down, the bar has been set so low that the expectations just aren't there, man. I don't know. For example, the Wonder Woman trailer came out not too long ago after Batman vs. Superman, and we were all really excited for it because it looked better than anything else DC's doing, and we were all super just not giving a shit about Justice League when we saw that trailer. I remember that hype train. With that in mind, now that I'm looking back at the trailer again and hearing all these production issues going on, I'm actually kind of nervous that this movie's not going to do so good. I'm kind of worried that the high bar we expected from Wonder Woman is actually going to just be continuing the downward spiral of DC films.
Honestly, I feel like DC, it's like watching an exercise in someone taking really... No, that's not what I was going to say. It's like watching someone take really, really amazing source material and seeing the things that they could have done, but didn't. They get so close to the mark and then they fall. And it's really, it's just really sad.
It's kind of like watching the third X-Men all over again.
I keep getting my hopes up for these movies. I'm just like, maybe they figured it out. No, not really.
DC Comics, where hope goes to die.
Damn. That's bleak. That's bleak, sir.
And for people who have depression, should not go see the movies because it'll just make them more depressed.
It probably will.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, whenever I see a DC movie, I wonder if I'm actually just watching a documentary about the depression.
Wow.
Ouchie.
We're just dogging these guys hard. So I think at some point I would like to go back and actually discuss all the DC movies. It's just in retrospect as to what's been going on. But for now, I think we'll table it and just say that we want future DC films to be good. The track we've seen so far has just a really, really bad track record, and we aren't expecting much currently. This is the way I'm looking at it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, maybe they're lowering the bar so low that when they
can't
actually do a
possibly
good
fail.
movie, it'll be like, holy shit, it's one of the best DC movies of all time.
I mean, I guess we could.
So,
I guess we
they're
could be kind of
trying-
generous. This, no matter what, they'll never beat this low bar that Steel gave them. But that's
Yeah.
that's really just kind of shooting for the stars, I'd say.
I have not seen Steel since
Aaron?
I was like 6 or 7, and I don't want to go back and watch it.
Aaron, that's like saying that Marvel will never hit the low that Daredevil.
No,
Sad,
Max. It's like saying that they won't hit the low that Howard the Duck did.
Oh, Jesus.
Lord have
I had to
mercy.
correct you on that. I'm sorry.
You know, to be fair,
To be fair,
I
fair.
liked Howard the Duck a little bit when I was a kid.
Hey, no
When I was a
judgment.
kid, I haven't watched. Did it get better, or did it get worse? That's the real question. The world may never know.
I didn't know if you were just like not speaking to.
I was like, I'm playing Killing Floor in the background,
Shit.
Ah.
so I'm like,
I was not trying to go there. God damn it.
I'm kind of spurging out at the moment. Don't worry.
All right. So what's the next? What is the next article then? Oh,
Well,
fearless leader.
Actually, going on from where we left off, I'm going to lose my characters because I made a bad move. Going on from where we left off, so we talked about Batman vs. Superman. So let's move on to what happens to bad movies the following year. The Razzie nominations.
Oh Lord, have
God.
mercy! We're doing this.
So for those who aren't aware, I'm sure some people are aware by now, it's 36 years in the making. The Razzie Awards, or the Raspberries, are awards nominated for excellence in horribleness. Basically, if you've made a bad movie, or a bad director, or a bad actor, you're probably mentioned in here somewhere. Some people get brought up in here a lot. I think Sandra Bullock's actually brought up quite a bit in here, which surprises me because she does have some good moments. I'm surprised that they dog her so much as they do. So that being said, records this year have been set. The number one movie nominated, I think, in almost every category is Zoolander 2.
Oh God! Oh my God!
Right behind him, with just one less nomination, is Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Damn.
I know, right? I will say that I feel like the nomination for Ben Affleck for Worst Actor is a little uncalled for. I feel like he was one of the stronger actors in the movie, but
He was not that.
that's me.
He
That's
wasn't
me.
that bad.
It wasn't his acting. It was his material. He did not have
Yeah.
too much to work with.
Oh, so you're talking about the Star Wars prequel problem.
Well, yeah. That's also a thing.
So
I mean, not even Liam Neeson could really save that shit.
Liam Neeson was still the best part of it, though.
Liam
He is
Neeson,
still the best
yeah.
part. But he couldn't save it.
The early movies sucked without him.
To be fair, I think Ewan McGregor did a fine job with what he had to work with.
Yeah. I mean, I think he did a good job with it, with what he had to work with.
Better than anyone else in there.
Okay, I still hated him in the second one, but
Why?
okay. He just was annoying as hell when he turned into the Jedi Master to Anakin. He was so freaking conceited. My young Padawan, my young Padawan, my young Padawan.
It was meant to show his growth. He was like, the last time we saw him, he was literally a fucking teenager, and his master just died, and he just got this fucking 7-year-old who's gonna be like ridiculously powerful as his power. Like, yes,
Well-
he was supposed to be conceited. He wasn't just supposed to be instantly the wise Jedi master who
In
knew all.
defense of both the Jedi, of both Obi-Wan and of Aaron's claim, aren't all the Jedi kind of conceited?
True.
Well, I mean, there are arguments to be made there. There really are.
This is true. This is true. Even Qui-Gon was a bit conceited.
Oh, Qui-Gon was hella conceited.
But he made it work. Obi-Wan doesn't make it work as a conceited asshole. He just sounds like a douchebag.
I like how
he just sounds like a douchebag.
Oh my god.
Well, and when he gets captured, he's like, Lord Dooku. Like, oh, the inflections. I've never wanted to bitch slap somebody so much because of the inflection of their words.
Did you hate him worse than Anakin? Because I think Anakin was the worst of that.
No. I hated Anakin even more. See, I liked Padme in the first movie because she actually had strength. I really hated it when she became Anakin's little bitch toy. Then that bothered me. Anyway,
hey, Aaron,
we shouldn't get into.
Can I confess something to you? Can I confess something
What?
to you? I hate sand.
It gets everywhere.
Rough, it's coarse, and by God, it gets everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It gets.
Lord, please don't remind me of that damn scene.
Speaking of bad scenes, back to the Razzies here. So, worst picture nominees for this year are going to be Batman vs Superman, Zoolander 2. We already knew those. Along with those, we have Dirty Grandpa, Gods of Egypt,
Lord.
Hillary's America: The Secret History of the Democratic Party.
I've seen like 2 out of 3 of those, and yeah, they're pretty shit.
And Independence Day Resurgence.
Wait,
I didn't
hold
see
on.
that. I didn't see that.
I will take issue with.
To be fair, Ryan, a lot of people are complaining about it because they say it's nothing like the first Independence Day. They say it's more explosions and nonsense, whereas the first one actually had some coherent plot to it.
I mean, okay, the plot definitely got weaker for Resurgence, but it did exactly what it was meant to do. It was meant to be a summer blockbuster that also had an extra kick of nostalgia because it was literally 20 years later. It was meant to be a summer blockbuster. If you went there for some masterful piece of science fiction, then you went for the wrong thing.
Meh.
We have some other categories to go over here real quick. We have worst actors. I'm just going to name them off rapid fire here. Ben Affleck, Gerard Butler, Henry Cavill, Robert De Niro for Dirty Grandpa, Dinesh D'Souza as himself in Hillary's America, and Ben Stiller for, well, Zoolander. Worst actress.
Wait, Gerard Butler? Why Gerard Butler?
He was in Gods of Egypt and London. Oh, he was nominated for 2 movies, Gods of Egypt and London Has Fallen.
Ooh. I still think he's a nice actor, though. I will say they should not have chosen him for the singing voice of the Phantom in Phantom of the Opera. He did not have the right voice for that.
Insolent boy, this slave of fashion, basking in my glory.
For worst actress.
What do you mean you didn't like Gerard Butler's thick ass accent in
I feel like Ryan's being sarcastic here. For worst actress, we have Megan Fox for the TMNT sequel, Tyler Perry, apparently,
Really?
Julia Roberts, Becky Turner as Hillary Clinton, and Naomi Watts for Divergent, it's the sequel, and Shut In.
Oh, ouch!
And then someone else from the Divergent movie. I can't pronounce their name. Let's see.
Did you say Megan Fox in there?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I'll vote for Megan Fox.
I kind of vote for Tyler Perry because isn't Tyler Perry a dude?
Yes, but Lord have mercy.
I sort of do that to be funny.
Lord have mercy.
For worst supporting actress, we have Julianne Howe for Dirty Grandpa, Kate Hudson for Mother's Day, Aubrey Plaza for Dirty Grandpa, Jane Seymour for 50 Shades of Black, Celia Ward for Independence Day Resurgence, and Kristen Wiig for Zoolander 2. For worst supporting actor, I have Nicolas Cage.
What?
Does it really matter what I say he's in? He's nominated. Johnny
Yeah,
Depp
no, because Nicolas Cage is never a supporting actor. If he ever shows up, it's starring Nicolas Cage.
He was in Snowden.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Ooh, I need to check that out.
Johnny Depp for Alice Through the Looking Glass, which
Lord.
doesn't surprise me. Will Ferrell for Zoolander. Jesse Eisenberg gets my vote for Batman vs. Superman. Jared Leto for Suicide Squad, which I'm going to let him not get it for me because I didn't see him in a movie enough to say he was the worst.
But was he the best?
No, not the best, but he was not the worst. I want to give him another shot before I say completely without qualification he is the worst. It was a very weird take on Joker, but I want to see more of it. So, Ryan, you groaned a little bit when I said Jesse Eisenberg. Your thoughts?
See, I think in Jesse Eisenberg's case, it's a combination of ridiculous, just ridiculously bad writing material, and an actor making acting choices that were brave, but not in
brave,
tune with the character. I feel like Lex Luthor was just a train wreck.
He was.
He was.
I love it when people try to defend the movie, and then I say Jesse Eisenberg, and I never get a response on it.
And I feel bad because I do like Jesse Eisenberg as an actor, and I like a lot of the stuff that he's been in. I thought it was fantastic in The Social Network. I mean, I really, really like The Social Network. That's one of my favorite things. But, I mean, yeah, no, Lex, no.
Can I just say that I think I would rather see if Jesse Eisenberg be recast as Joker? I think that actually would have been a really good way to take that.
I could see that.
I could see that too.
Because that's basically what he was playing by the end of that movie. And I'm just like, why didn't you just make him Joker and bring in Bryan Cranston like we all wanted? That's the one we wanted for Lex Luthor. Why'd you fuck it up, DC?
Because it's DC. They fuck everything up.
Yeah, I really hate saying it.
They dwarfed that up. I
couldn't wait for both Man of Steel and Dawn of Justice to end. Well, actually, to take that back. Couldn't wait for Man of Steel to end, but Dawn of Justice, I could not stop laughing because of the ridiculousness.
I absolutely love the fact that CinemaSins did 2 videos on Dawn of Justice, one for the original, one for the extended cut, and in both cases they hated it.
What does Alex say? Ding 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 ding.
So moving on, worst screen combo. This is like a duo on the screen. So Ben Affleck and his BFF, baddest foe forever, Henry Cavill. We have any 2 Egyptian gods or mortals in Gods of Egypt. Johnny Depp and his vomitously vibrant costume. We have the entire cast of once respected actors in Collateral Beauty. We have Tyler Perry.
Hold on. We're talking about Collateral Beauty?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, hold on. I'll let you get through, and then we'll talk about that one.
Okay. We have Tyler Perry and the same old worn-out wig from Boo, A Medea Halloween. And we have Ben Stiller and his BFF, barely funny friend, Owen Wilson.
Jesus.
Okay, so Collateral Beauty, just so I remember, that's the one with Will Smith, and he's meeting the various entities of death, life, etc., right?
And love, yeah, but don't like spoil it because I still haven't seen it and I want to.
I had spoiled for me in a review in the newspaper, so I already know how the plot twist is, and from what
please don't.
I'm not going to spoil it.
No, we won't spoil it. But
from what it sounds like,
can I give the synopsis? Can I give the synopsis?
Can I just say one thing? The trailers present a very different movie from what I was told it was, and that's very disappointing to me. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so in a nutshell, this guy who goes through a very terrible tragedy and loses someone very close to him, he's essentially experiencing tragic loss and really having a hard time figuring out how to live. And he is visited, but he starts writing letters as a kind of like a coping mechanism, a process.
Mm-hmm.
He writes letters to death, to time, and to love.
Mm-hmm.
And the synopsis is essentially that death, love, and time visit him and try to help him through it. That's the very basic synopsis.
That's what I figured. I really want to
It's very interesting, the directions that they take it. I think it's very cool. I think there were some things that could have been done better, but I think it was very well acted. So them being in the Razzies makes me sad because I actually really, really dug it. I dug what they were attempting.
I got 3 more categories left. Worst Director, Dinesh D'Souza and Bruce Schooley for Hillary's America. We have Roland Emmerich for Independence Day. Tyler Perry for his Tyler Perry movie. Alex Proyas for Gods of Egypt. Zack Snyder for You Know What. And Ben Stiller for Zoolander 2. Moving on to the worst prequel, remake, ripoff, or sequel. We have Alice the Looking Glass, Batman v Superman, 50 Shades of Black, Independence Day Resurgence, TMNT Out of the Shadows, or I guess it would be TMNT OOTS, Zoolander 2.
I'm sensing a theme here.
A little bit. Sequels are all over the place, and they're all terrible. Last category, worst screenplay. Batman v Superman, Dirty Grandpa, Gods of Egypt, Hillary's America, Independence Day, and Suicide Squad. A special note at the very bottom of this whole article, you'll notice that the Razzie darling Adam Sandler didn't get a single nomination this year. This is the first time since 2010 that Adam Sandler has not been nominated for a Razzie. And that's because he didn't, and it's not because he didn't make anything Razzie-worthy last year. He started in the do-over. But that was a direct-to-Netflix thing. Adam Sandler may have found his way out of Razzie purgatory, which will be great until the Razzies add Netflix categories to this, in which case he'll be king once more.
Wow. Has he actually done anything this year?
Like they said, he did Netflix movies, and that was it.
Yeah.
He was trying to stay out of that spotlight.
I mean, he tried. He succeeded for now. For now.
For now. Man,
For now.
I don't even know what's going on now.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? A woodchuck could chuck wood.
I assume as much wood as a woodchuck would need to chuck wood.
Whoa.
Let's go on from there. Continuing the theme of movies I have here, let's go on to the latest movie that came out, Resident Evil 6. Not the game, but the movie Final Chapter. So, not discussing the content of the movie or anything, I want to point out a thing that's very special about this movie. Apparently, Resident Evil movies are now a billion-dollar franchise with the release of this film.
Damn.
Yep. It took 6 movies, but they got there, guys. They got there. To be fair, I think it took Marvel, 6 movies to get there as well? So, yeah, I mean...
Yeah, but
that's pretty good.
I haven't really been liking the Resident Evil movies. Like, I liked the first 3, but then, the 4th one got weird.
So Max, you want to elaborate a little bit more? Because, like I said, I have not seen the bulk of them. I've seen bits and pieces.
The first one was
Wait, what?
Ryan, I'm someone who has very little time to see every movie in the world, so there are going to be some that slip through the cracks.
The second one was good. Was the third one? Ryan, have you watched all the Resident Evils?
No. No, I have not.
Has anybody in this podcast watched all the Resident Evils?
I've watched, a few? I considered doing a marathon to try and watch the final chapter, and I'm just like, no, I value my time more than this.
Well, I'm trying to remember if the third one was when they're in the desert.
It's one of the ones in the middle, I think.
I'm gonna go with 3, and 3 was pretty good, but the 4th one is when it started to, I just didn't enjoy it. I began to not enjoy it.
So a bit of spoilers here for those who have not seen the films. So basically the premise, from what I remember, is that this movie kind of starts off where the last one ended. And the last one ended where they were fighting the zombies that are taking over the whole world at Washington for some reason. I didn't see it, so I'm just saying for some reason because I don't know the details. Anyway, in that movie, apparently Wesker Kind of. So the series antagonist from the games and movies, Albert Wesker, shows up and kind of gives back the main character's powers and helps in the fight, apparently. So, apparently at the beginning of this movie, her powers are taken away, and he's basically betrayed him. So everything's reset back to zero at the beginning of this film. So if you've missed the first film, or the previous film, not only do you not have to worry about seeing that, but also apparently there's from what I remember, there's a recap in the beginning, basically explaining, hey, this is what happened in the first 4 movies, 5 movies, whatever. You're caught up. Enjoy the film. And like, okay, well, that's convenient. Now I at least know what's going on.
What the hell am I
So, would you suggest watching the new Resident Evil?
As someone who has never been into the Resident Evil films myself, I would say it's not an offensive film. It's definitely something that I had fun with. Is it the best zombie horror movie thing ever? Or action movie? I wouldn't go that far. I'd say it's definitely some fun to watch, but, admission price, I don't know, Max. When it comes to going to movies, what is the admission price? Like, it's $10. How does that value to you for a movie? Like, what is a movie that you think is worth the $10 to go see it?
Well, here it's $8.
Okay, so $8.
So, that's not, like, too bad for me. It's more of a... Regardless, I'm going to enjoy a movie. Because if it's shit, I get to roast it mentally.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, regardless, the $8 is worth it because I get to roast the shit out of it. In my head, at least. Like, I can't remember what movie... I think it was called, like, The Gallows or something, and it was, like, this, like, found footage-esque movie about some high schoolers who sneak into their school at night. And me and Kane sat in the movie theater and just, like, bashed it for an hour because it was bad. Because, so, regardless, I guess I would enjoy it. Because if it's bad, I can fucking roast it.
Fair enough.
I don't enjoy seeing bad movies in order to roast them. I'd rather see good movies and rave about them.
Well, here's the thing, right? If it's a bad movie, you have to go with your friends to make the jokes, like, actually mean anything.
I'll say this much. I'm kind of with Max a little bit. Not because I want to make fun of the movie, but I'm someone who... So I'm a writer, and one thing I like to do is see both good films and bad films. Because I like to see examples of how of what a bad movie is. That way I can kind of see examples of how not to do something. You know what I mean?
That's also fair.
I mean, that and, like, when you begin, like, script writing is... You also look for, movies have a lot of plot holes that you never realize until you really think about it. Like, Indiana Jones is completely useless in the first movie.
Really?
I have to think back to that film. I don't remember that.
Think about it. The Nazis would have still gotten it, and they would have all died at the end regardless. If Indy was or was not in that film. So the result was the same regardless of if Indiana Jones was in there or not.
So time out real quick. I beat the first mission. I want to point out that my rookie, Wade Deadpool Wilson, dealt the most damage, made the most attacks, was under the most fire, and moved the furthest. He is my MVP for this map.
Good man.
Shout out to Stephen Bryant from the former E-Vac Station crew. You have died in this first chapter. I apologize. You put I could not save you. Sad times.
Sad times. Tragic.
Very tragic. Let's move on to the next bit of news, though. So speaking of Resident Evil 7 is a big item right now. It's selling very well. Not as well as Resident Evil 6 in Japan yet, but it's still selling very well. So well, in fact, that they're getting DLC out the door already. And the first DLC hits PS4 on... I think it's already out, actually.
Yeah, I need to, properly buy Resident Evil and stop using my friend's account.
The DLC is called Banned Footage Volume 1. Banned Footage Volume 2 will come out later in February. The bundle together will be available on Xbox One and PC February 21st, but the PS4 will get Volume 2 on the 14th. So, from what I understand, basically it adds a special survival mode as well as new story mode content. I think one of them you're going to actually be able to engage with the Lucas, the son of the family. So, all cool stuff. We may look at the trailer for that here in a future video, but for today, we're not going to do it. But it's pretty cool. And again, from what I've been seeing in the game so far, it looks fucking fantastic. I cannot wait to get my hands on it when I have money to get my hands on it.
It looks really good.
I've been using my friend's PS4 to play it.
For something that I would never play.
Max, I thought you had a PS4.
I have a PS4, but like my friend doesn't want me taking the disc out of his house.
Dude, punch him in the ear and just take it.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that's called robbery.
Yeah, we are not promoting or justifying armed assault and robbery on this podcast.
If you're gonna rob somebody, just do it through the internet, guys. Fucking torrent that shit, dude.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Stay in drugs, don't do school.
Deadpool, yeah. Okay, so
Do you guys remember Dare? I don't. We didn't have it.
I remember Dare. Vaguely.
Actually, no, we did have it. Our class just never had it. But
So-
we had it. They gave a speech. It was pretty cool.
So, guys, I told you we wouldn't get political on here, but there's a slight hint of political stuff in this next article.
Anarchy!
It's video game.
What?
It's video game stuff. It's video game stuff still. It's about Brexit, so it's not our fault.
Oh God!
It's not our fault.
What?
Oh boy.
At least I didn't fuck a pig.
Yeah.
It's a reference to a popular TV show called Black Mirror.
At
Okay.
least I didn't fuck a pig.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Foot of the night, huh?
I wish I could make that the
wait,
title of the podcast. I really do.
Female Aaron
but-
wasn't here last week when we talked about Black Mirror.
About Black what?
Black Mirror.
I feel like you
We
brought it up.
talked about it like a week or so ago.
So
But
last
I man. No, I don't know if it was last podcast or the podcast.
It was
before
last
that.
podcast.
Yeah,
because Aaron
I
was-
remember it now. I remember it.
Right. No, I remember, yeah.
And
No,
I'm
it's
referencing
good.
the first episode of it.
Oh,
by
you're
saying
rewatching it?
I'm not rewatching it. I just remember that the Prime Minister had to fuck a pig on the first episode, and then David Cameron. So
anyway, Britain's decision to exit the European Union, the EU, raises mobile app prices by 20%.
Yeah.
So to give an example here, basically, for those who aren't aware, Britain and the UK were all formerly part of the European Union, basically the United States of Europe, so to speak. And they, last year, prior to Trump being elected, made the first big fuck up of 2016 by exiting Europe. Or at least everyone's calling it a fuck up. There's both sides of the story. We're not going to get involved in whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. We're going to focus on the news here. And the news here says that Super Mario Run has hit the app stores out there, and according to it, it's 25% more expensive than it is in other regions of Europe. Currently, it is $99.99 for Super Mario Run, when it formerly would have been $7.99. It's a small price, but considering the fact that this 25% gap could be applied to other purchases such as video games, like actual full games, that could get to be pretty pricey after a while.
yeah.
So, this could be the start of a very remorseful 2017 for Britain. We'll find out very soon.
Well, obviously they didn't give a shit because they gave the go-ahead for Theresa May to go through with negotiations today.
Oh, really? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
Speaking of Super Mario Run, though, guys, it's time for Nintendo news.
Oh boy. Here we go.
So, we have reveals, finally, on Nintendo Switch's online service pricing.
Oh yeah.
Are you ready for this?
How much is?
I'm ready.
How
I'm
much
ready.
is it? How much is it?
I'm going to read the article here, word for word. According to Dr. Serkan Toto, a Tokyo-based games consultant, Nintendo president Kimishima, I can't pronounce his names, confirmed to the Nikkei that the Switch's online pricing would be around 2,000 to 3,000 yen, which roughly translates to $17 to $26 per year.
That's not that bad. That is actually very
Wait, I'm
good
sorry.
pricing.
Say that one more time. What does that translate to?
Roughly $20 per year.
Because 2,000 yen is about $2 and 3,000 yen is about $3.
Huh.
So that's very cheap, especially.
That's very cheap. 20 a year?
I mean, how much do you pay for PSN? Like 60?
It's
for
about
a year?
50 to 60, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think it just bumped up to 60 a year for PSN.
Yeah, so therefore.
Well, I think Nintendo's logic here, and again, I'm pretty sure that I'm speculating, they know their biggest audience is children, and so you're going to have the kids convince the parents that this $20 thing is worth getting every year. And on top of that, we don't know if their service is going to be good yet. They don't want to put this high price on there and expect us to just jump in on it, because Nintendo's online services have been, at best, quirky. At worst, absolute garbage. So they don't want us to... I'm guessing their logic is we don't want them to feel... We don't want the consumers to feel that they're giving us too much money for something that hasn't been proven. They want to prove themselves first. I think this is a good way to do it.
That's very good. No. I like the business strategy. They're being very smart about it.
I'm more convinced that this might actually be the console that can turn things around for them. If only they could shake up that virtual console benefit so it didn't expire after a month of having the game, I would say it's a solid buy. So right now I'm on the fence still, but I'm less on the fence than I was before, if that means anything. Anyone else have any thoughts on that one?
Yeah. It's I don't know, man. It's good. I mean, the online price was something that I was concerned about, but that's not bad.
Continuing on from there, though, there is one game coming out for the Switch that's been announced as of today. Is it today? Yes, today. That I may actually consider getting the console for now. Ready? Jackbox
I'm ready. What is
Pack 3 is coming to the Switch.
Oh no!
Oh
God!
God!
No way!
Damn. Oh man. Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
Admit it, though, that actually is a really good idea because it's a mobile console. If I want to take this game with me to, like, say, like a group gathering or something, but I don't want to bring the whole console with me, I bring the charger, I bring the console itself, I plug it in, and it's like, hey, hook me up to your Wi-Fi and we'll get a game going.
Yeah, no, that's a really smart play. That's really smart play by Nintendo. Well played, Miyamoto-san. Well played.
So yeah, I'm actually very excited for this. It's not going to be the thing that convinces me to get it, but it's definitely one of the things I will get on the Switch when I get it, because I love the Jackbox games, and this is the first entry in the series to make it on a Nintendo platform, so kudos to you guys. Last bit of Nintendo-focused news here before we move on to another very popular segment, Amiibos.
Amiibo!
So guys, you remember last year when Amiibos were the hot shit and everyone was buying them left and right?
Yeah.
So, according to a recent chart that came out, the sales for 2016 quarters 1 through 3, they sold about 20.5 million units of Amiibos. That's pretty solid.
Oh my god.
For the current fiscal year of 2017 quarters 1 through 3, they only sold about 6.5 million units. So
Wow.
there's been a significant drop in Amiibo sales going into this going into the next fiscal year, basically. So yeah, now everyone's complaining. Now everyone brought it up, and I'm gonna bring it up too. One, there weren't a lot of big new Amiibos that came out last year, so the collectors probably had nothing to really get all hyped up for. And two, Nintendo didn't really release any big titles that required not because not required, but used Amiibo support in any unique way. You had Star Fox, sure, and I think there was a re-release of Twilight Princess. But beyond that, I don't remember anything major beyond those, and I think everyone's kind of moved their minds over to the Switch, so why focus on getting more Amiibos until that comes out? So, but guys, we're almost done. We have one more bit of section of news left. Are you ready for this?
Keith?
I don't know.
I'm
Am I
ready. I'm
for
ready.
this?
What is it?
Well, I hope you guys are ready because you guys have to prepare for trouble.
And make it double.
No.
Oh shit!
No, I see how you.
Get the link. God damn it. There we go.
Oh no.
To protect the world from Konami.
To unite all people with hilarity.
To promote the ideals of fear and love.
To extend our subscriber base to the stars above.
Aaron.
Aaron!
E-Vac Station making dick jokes the speed of light.
Surrender now before we break copyright.
Meow. That's right.
Damn it, Max, you missed your cue.
Max!
I'm fucking playing Killing Floor. I've established this.
I was the understudy. I got it. It's
Understudy
fine.
for the win. So we have Pokemon news, guys, and I have a few bits of news here for you that are very important or very interesting or just Pokemon related. First up, a PSA for everybody. Actually, a few PSAs, which are very helpful. First one, if you guys have Pokemon Red, Blue, or Yellow on your virtual console and are going to transfer Pokemon from those games into your Sun and Moon games, don't transfer Missing No. It'll fuck up your game. It seems obvious.
Oh my god, are people actively... No!
It seems obvious,
No,
but just so that way
guys.
you guys know, don't do it.
Oh god.
Guys, no!
Now, in all fairness, Ryan,
Ill advised.
in all fairness, Ryan, the video in the article that I'm reading here is someone doing it on purpose to show what happens. Not necessarily someone who's dumb,
Oh.
but still, that's just don't do it.
No!
I mean, it's big of him to sacrifice the fucking account like that.
Next up, while there's no disclosed dates for it yet, there are some missing Mega Stones in Pokemon Sun and Moon. You can't Mega Evolve all your Pokemon. Game Freak is well aware of this, guys. They're going to have events and giveaways for the Mega Stones you're missing, and they'll give them away as gifts. Not paid DLC or anything, but you'll just get them as Wi-Fi gifts or go to GameStop or whatever. So they're coming soon. Nintendo has not, or the Pokemon Company has not set any specific dates, but just chill. They're coming. You're able to get them all before too long. Now, if only they would just let you transfer them over the what do you call it? If they don't want to let you transfer those to the storage box with all the Pokemon, that would solve the problem. I don't know why they won't let you do that.
Because that'd be smart.
It would be smart. The last PSA before I get to the actual news. So last year we mentioned that there was a monthly giveaway for Pokemon where you could download them to your game in a celebration for the 20th or 25th, I think it was 20th year of Pokemon being around. So now you have another chance to get Genesect, the other artificial Pokemon outside of Mewtwo, or man-made, I should say. Here, all you have to do is go into your Wi-Fi. You have to go into your mystery gift Wi-Fi and put in the code Genesect2016. If you're in Europe, if you're in America, it's Genesect20. And if you put either of those codes in the right region, by February 28th, you will get a free Genesect, which is just another Pokemon. So have at it.
Enjoy.
It's not it's not Halucha, but it's pretty good. So enjoy it.
Halucha!
Honestly, if they were giving away
like
free
him.
Haluchas, I'd be all over that.
That would be awesome. Halucha's
All right.
amazing.
All right, now Aaron, as the bird lady, I have to ask, Halucha or Decidui?
Damn. For right now,
Aaron.
yeah.
There's only one choice. There's only one option here.
For now, I have to say Halucha because I don't know enough about Decidui. Yeah.
That's fair, but
From
damn
the
it, the
top
bird
rope!
shoots a bow and arrow from his wing.
I know, but I want to
But
see him in action.
Ryan,
first.
from the top rope.
Lord.
All right, and then for the last bit of item here for this, we have a very big ban on players in Pokemon Sun and Moon. 6,000 more people have been banned from playing the game.
What they do?
Wow, damn.
Well, guys, I'm going to pause here and let you guys guess at it. What do you think would cause people to get banned from a Pokemon game?
Cheating, glitching.
Something involving little kids and them being adults.
Okay, here we go. After a crackdown of people playing online prior to release, the Pokemon Company has smoothed up and the old ban hammer and is now putting it to use again. 5,944 players have reportedly been barred from using GameSync, rating battles, battle competitions, and the global missions. If you try to access any of these and get the error code 090-0212, you've been hammered. Basically, if you pirated the game and you're playing this free online game, or a game with free online service, I should say, you're just like stealing the car and then doing donuts in the dealership's parking lot. You're gonna get caught and you're gonna get banned.
Yeah, no,
Good job,
that'll get you banned right there.
Good job, guys.
Mm-hmm. And this isn't really news, but I did see an article for it. I wanted to bring it up here. So the creator of the series, Junichi Matsuda, I think I pronounced the name right, he did a video where he named off as many Pokemon as he could in just 20 seconds. And it was kind of funny because he listed, I think, 30 Pokemon, and they were all from Generation 1. And none of them were the ones I would have listed, but at the same time, he did a pretty good job for 20 seconds. Yeah.
Can I do a little bit of Pokemon Go and Pokemon Duel news?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, just a tiny bit. So, Pokemon Go, it has been boring as hell the last 2 weeks, ever since last month, basically, since the events ended. But data miners are going through again, and they have found new movesets. They have found evolution stones. They have found additions of genders, additions for the Pokemon, which could lead to breeding soon. Please let there be breeding. And new features to add to your avatar. Pokemon Go even went down for a while as they were trying to implement a bunch of different changes. So we're pretty sure Generation 2, or at least a major change, is in the works. So I'm really hoping that that's going to happen soon. What would be really cool is if they came out with breeding on February 14th, because that would just be hilarious. But that's just me. But otherwise, they've been really quiet, so we're kind of wondering what's going on. So in the meantime, I know you guys talked about this a little bit last week, but since they're taking their sweet-ass time to get dueling with other people out there, the Pokemon Company released Pokemon Duel. I have been playing it for the past week or whatever. It's actually a lot of fun. Initially, it kept crashing like crazy, but unlike Pokemon Go, they actually did some updates, which has made everything faster, which is awesome. So you can battle other people, you can battle rooms, you can battle in leagues, you can battle the computer to try to win different hotel emblems to get the big hotel in the story. But it's actually pretty cool. It's a strategy game. It's a little unusual just because you do have the 6 Pokemon that you can use, but they're like little, almost like little chess pieces that you move around the board, and you do different attacks and things like that with it. But they look pretty cool. So it's been a lot of fun, and it's keeping my attention to Pokemon while I wait for Niantic to stop taking their sweet-ass time and get a new update out there. Ryan, are you still playing?
Not really. No.
I'm the only Pokemon Go person right now.
No. I got to 22 though. I did. I made it all the way to 22.
Nice.
To add to that, I've been playing a little bit of the Pokemon duels as well. I only got a little into it. Have not had a chance to sit down with it too much. I like what it's trying to do. I like the basic concept. It's actually like a game I can do things in, so it's fun to that extent. But again, I have to have more time with it before I can say whether or not I think I want to play it forever. I got distracted by playing a game of the trading card game that I found, and it's just too much fun to put down. So, but yeah, I think that is it for news. So then, going back to what I was saying earlier about the creator of the game listing Pokemon off in 20 seconds, I want to challenge you guys to the exact same thing. What do you guys think?
Oh God!
Hell no, man!
Really?
Lord have mercy.
It's only 20 seconds of stuff, guys. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Fuck you.
So
I'm not doing it.
Ryan, since
I don't see it in my contract.
So Ryan and Aaron, I think you two are more knowledgeable than Max. So I think I want to start with one of you. Who would like to go first?
I'm gonna be terrible at this. You know that, right?
Oh, probably.
Am I allowed to look at my phone at pictures?
Since we're on an honor system, I can't really stop you. That being said, I don't know how to
The
help
trick
you.
is just to do it and not say
I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. You ready?
Which one of us is going first?
I'm assuming Ryan has his finger to his nose already.
Fine, I'll go.
Good assumption.
Okay.
You're
Alright.
learning.
I'll do.
I don't know what gen I'm doing. It'll just be random.
It'll be any Pokemon you want to list, as long as you can list. As long as you list them in 20 seconds.
As long. Okay. All right.
Ryan, can you keep count for me?
Oh boy, hold on. Let me pull up my my damn timer app.
I got a timer here. I just need someone to keep count of the Pokemon.
Oh, keep count. I see. Okay, I got you.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Ryan, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Pikachu, Raichu, Charmeleon, Charizard, Aerodactyl, Snorlax, Onix, Froakie. Oh God. Butterfree, Caterpie, Weedle.
Time.
I'm bad at this. I can see him in my
14.
head.
That's 14.
That's commendable. That's commendable. Okay, roles reversed. Aaron, you want to keep track? Or Ryan, do you want to count? Or Ryan, do you want to list them off?
I will give this a shot.
I'll keep track. Go
Alright.
for it.
On 3, 2, 1, go.
Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Clefairy, Clefable, Chansey, Meowth, Persian, Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite, Nidorino, Nidoking, Nidoqueen, Nidorina, Nidoran, both male and female.
Time.
Do I count male and female as two?
I'll allow it.
It's the same name.
It is
Nidoran
the same
boy,
name.
Nidoran girl.
I think it was 25. It might be 24 or 25.
Oh, shit!
Yeah, that's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. Max, are you ready to be punished?
Give me a
Man
minute.
is stuck.
Give me a minute. I'm like dying right now.
You're not literally dying. Come on now.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
Let me just get out of this game real quick. Okay, I believe I am as ready as I will ever be.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a countdown. Which one of you guys is gonna keep count?
Ryan, why don't you do it? Because I screwed that one up a little bit.
All right, I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
3, 2, 1, go, Max, go.
Squirtle, Charizard, Charmander, Pikachu, Snorlax, Eevee, Ditto, Mewtwo, Bulbasaur, Lucario, Jigglypuff, Blastoise.
Time.
That's 12.
How many
Oh
did everyone else
God,
get?
I cannot tie with him.
You got 14.
I'm still really close to what he did.
Aaron, do you want to retry? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I was trying to think too hard. I think I was trying to think too hard.
All right, we'll give you a
Okay,
reshot
alright.
if you really feel up for it.
Okay, yeah, let's try this.
All right, I'll keep track.
Da 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 da.
3, 2, 1, go.
Weedle, Clefairy, Clefable, Squirtle, Ivysaur, Blastoise, Venusaur, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Pikachu, Raichu, Ditto, Doduo, Dutrio, Articuno, Zapdos, Mewtwo, Snorlax, Onix, Froakie.
Time.
Yeah,
23.
that's better.
That's a little better.
Thank you.
The trick was to think in evolution lines.
See,
So
I
if
tried to do that the first
something,
time.
I had to say it's
Yeah,
evolution.
it's a very solid trick. That's not what Matsuda did when he did it. He just listed off a bunch of random ones, but since he made the games, it's not surprising he can list off a shit ton more.
Yeah.
Well,
I was
shit.
trying to go in evolution order, and that's what froze up my brain all of a sudden. Like, I knew it in my head, but my mouth did not want to say it. So this one was easier to jump back and forth. I was just like, oh, I'm going to say Squirtle and then go to Bulbasaur. I'm like, wait, Bulbasaur isn't Squirtle's evolution.
Yeah, I noticed that. I'm like, wait a second, Squirtle doesn't become Ivysaur.
Yeah, my
What
brain
the
just
fuck?
went, yeah. I was trying to think too hard.
I almost forgot the second evolution of Squirtle. I'm sitting there like, what? Wartortle, right?
I was gonna say, I think you
With
were
the
having
fucking
trouble
wings
casting or
on his
whatever,
head.
so.
With his fucking wings on his head, so he can go faster. I mean,
That's what speed holes are for.
yep.
I think that's everything for tonight. Does anyone else have anything else they want to bring up?
Nope.
Well, all right then. I will get the podcast. I will close the podcast then. So thank you everybody for joining us tonight for our week.
You guys have a good night.
Next week I have some other stuff planned.
What? Oh.
I have some pretty interesting. I have a new format I want to try out. We'll try it out next week. But until then, though, our sponsors are DollarShaveClub.com/evac station and the Mystic Meow Cat Cafe. So be sure to check both those out as one's developing and one is a thing still already. And we'll see you again next week for more shenanigans.
Woo woo.